this is Kate. Welcome to Covert Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Guys, this topic is the ever interfering Covert Narcissist news supply. The interfering news supply. Unfortunately, this is something that you definitely be exposed to, depending on, whoever it is they ended up with. But you should expect that this will happen. And some of the things that are going on why this is, happening is one of them, obviously, they possibly have ended up with another covert narcissist, another toxic person. So these people now take joy, just like the covert narcissist, take joy in trying to, get something out, even though they don't know you, or they maybe they know about you, or you don't know about them, but they now take their time, just like the covert narcissist. You become something that, let's see how we can rally this person out, because these are miserable people. Another thing that could be going on, of course, is that definitely the love bomb phase. During the love bomb phase, you can't tell the new supply nothing. It doesn't matter. They will go to war for the covert narcissist because they are being placed on the pedestal. They can't do no wrong. So of course they're gonna do whatever it is for the covert narcissist. That's another possible thing that's going on when this is happening. Or the third one is that they are in the devaluation stage. Remember that stage where now you can't do anything right. You can't do anything right with the covert narcissist. And nothing you do, things that are supposedly they are so happy with you before, now you can't do it right. So what ends up happening in this situation is, of course, the new supply now is trying to do whatever it is, to get back to the love bomb stage, which is if they now have to now play, attack the dog with you in terms of, trying to co-parent with the covert narcissist. That's what they're going to do just to make the covert narcissist, happy, because they're trying to get to the place where they actually like them again, in quote, as in the love bomb phase. Of course, they know they never really did like them, So these are some of the things that that's happening with the new supply, and that's why you see them interfering with your co-parenting. Now, what exactly do you do with this? First of all, you have to remember that a person that is emotionally healthy will not want to come between the parent and the child. They won't want to step into that position to begin with. So when somebody is trying to interfere like that, you definitely know something is wrong there. Sometimes when the kids spend majority of their time with the covert narcissist or visit them, where your kids are at any point in time is through the new supply. There's those kind of situations. Outside of that, any other thing that involves your children, it should be dealt directly with the covert narcissist. And that means that even if the new supply tries to interfere with something, or let's say there's an arrangement that's made or whatever, they try to contact you directly, not to the, not the covert narcissist contacting you now. You should treat that like the covert narcissist hasn't even addressed the situation, or they haven't responded, because who you are dealing with is the covert narcissist. You don't entertain the new supply. You don't even get into fighting the new supply. What you do here is not even acknowledge the new supply. You don't even get, because this is obviously what the covert narcissist set up to make sure, they have you going back and forth, So in situations where you don't need the new supply to know where your kids are, or those kind of situations are different. But other stuff that where it's supposed to be the parent dealing with this, and this kind of situation, whether it's a doctor's issue, a school issue, something that needs the parent's guardian, that is, the legal guardian of the parent to take care of, and the new supply shows up, this is when you don't entertain that. So if the covert narcissist has not responded to whatever it is that you need to do, that's supposed to be between biological parents or the legal guardian of a parent, you treat it like the covert narcissist hasn't even responded yet. Now, like something like, let's say maybe there's a memo or something that needs to be signed or something, and you send it over to the covert narcissist to sign, and they decided to play the head games that they normally do and said the new supply to do it, or the new supply decided to take it up on themselves because they're just trying to get the covert narcissist to like them again, or they are toxic people that decide, oh yeah, let me piss her off or whatever because they're miserable. You don't even, until the covert narcissist signs that to you, that document has not been signed. That issue has not been addressed. So you still wait for the covert narcissist where you follow up with, hey, I'm still waiting on this because blah, 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 the school needs it, blah, 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 the doctor needs it, or whatever. That is still how the case is going to be, which is you don't acknowledge the new supply with, hey, I'm not dealing with you, so don't talk to me. Or you tell the covert narcissist to do this. This is not your place to do this. Don't acknowledge the new supply in these kind of situations. I know it probably hard to do, but don't acknowledge the new supply in this situation, because chances are, just like with the covert narcissist, these people want attention. And once you give it to them, they now say going back and forth. But if you treat them like, listen, you don't even register on my radar for this. This is not about you. Have nothing to do with you. So I don't even entertain it. But I'm not going to have that discussion of back and forth. No, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. No, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Don't even entertain that. So if stuff has not been addressed directly by the covert narcissist in certain situations, certain things that this is supposed to be between parents, don't acknowledge the new supply in one way or the other. Just deal with it that issue still has not been resolved. Hey, I'm still waiting on you to do this. Hey, I'm still waiting on you to respond to this. That's it. Because once you open that door of going back and forth in those kind of types of situations, that's it. That's exactly what they wanted. All right, guys. Get a hold of your mind on episode